So someone made a really great point over the Derrick Jaxn debacle on why white knighting is so bad for men in general and why simping is so bad. And here's the thing at the core of it all. Women are narcissistic, right? They want attention and they want validation. And they will garnish that however they can, however they want. This is just female nature. Women just want to be put on a pedestal. They want everybody to worship them. That's just red pill 101, right? So I was watching this video, and I've got a couple other things to say about this, but I want to focus on this video because it's a fantastic video, and I saved it because I'm gonna refer back to it as much as I can. It's such a great video. Let me pull it up here. I don't know this guy's name. Let me see if I can find this guy's name. Sorry about this. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm a little tired this morning. Just woke up. But the Derrick Jaxn thing really brings out some great points. So this guy's name is the Amazing Lucas, and I'm subbed to his channel. He makes some really good points a lot of times. I'm not gonna show you. I'm not going to play the video or anything, but I'm just going to show you what this video is so you guys can go watch it. It was updated 5 days ago. It's by this YouTuber named The Amazing Lucas. This is his channel, The Amazing Lucas. Great. He puts out great content. I don't always watch his stuff, but this is one of the great videos that he made. And of course, my fucking shit is fucking with me. All right. Derrick Jaxn was always a clown. This is the video. Derrick Jaxn was always a clown, and he makes fantastic points in this video, and he's talking about why men shouldn't simp, because it really hurts men in general. And this is what I said in my video when I was talking about Derrick Jaxn, is that guys like that really ruin it for the rest of guys, because Derrick Jaxn is a wolf in sheep's clothing, and that's one of the main points he makes in this video, is that Derrick Jaxn was always a wolf in sheep's clothing, and that he just did what he did to create a scenario where he was able to be a wolf in sheep's clothing and get away with it and make money off of women's narcissism, because that's all essentially what he was doing. Women just want to be told what they want to hear. Women do not want the real truth, because women don't want to work at their problems. They don't want to fix their insecurities. They don't want to fix their flaws. They want everything handed to them on a silver platter, because this is the Western woman. This is the way the Western woman behaves. This is the way she is entitled. This is the way she's privileged. And the problem to the equation is the simps, and it's the white knights. These are the guys who enable her. Essentially, they're enablers. Okay, so I was discussing with a guy. I was discussing with a guy, and he was telling me, he was saying some shit, and I kind of agree with him, and then I kind of disagree with him. So I said this. Now, this is a basic premise. The basic premise is this. The basic premise is you should never simp for a woman to the point where you're in the friend zone, right? So this is a basic thing. So not simping and not being an enabler is basically red pill 101, right? If you really take the red pill, like, you learn this shit right away. It's red pill 101, right? What's a big mistake guys, particularly blue pill guys, do is they believe that, oh, there's this one out there for me, and there's true love, and he gets like a deer in headlights when he sees a pretty girl, and and girls know this, and because they're not pure or kind or nice, they're narcissistic, they love it, and it goes right to their ego. Now, how often do women do that for men? How often do women, oh, is he the one? Oh, look at him, like, not very often at all, right? How many times does that happen to you in your life? Like, less than 5, maybe less than 2, right? And you could be a decent looking guy too. It's like women are not going to they're not going to give you any validation because they want all the validation. Now, yeah, if you're a 10 out of 10 Chad, you might get some looks. You might get some, some women googly-eyed, nervous around you and things like that. But mostly, no. Most guys don't. It's more the other way around, because we're given this blue pill narrative that she's a princess and the guy must be chivalrous to her and he must win her affection. All this fucking conditioning that we get when we're growing up, right? So women, know this, and they take that attention and they run with it, and they don't give us anything in return. And it's not that they are expected to give us anything in return in a way. It's just that you got to understand the motivation and the means by which women get validation and essentially hold men hostage for attention and validation and all the rest, right? Essentially, we can break it down and say, we can just call it the friend zone, right? And you can really just nip it in the bud right there and say, hey, look, don't give women undue attention. Take them off the pedestal. Don't allow yourself to be put in the friend zone. This is Red Pill 101. This is page 1, chapter 1 type shit. Like, just right away nip it in the bud, because this is what most simps and guys, beta guys and virgins, they don't understand that you don't do this. Women do not respond well to that. In fact, they might pretend like they respond well. I made a video just I think yesterday or 2 days ago about how women throw out false choosing signals. Now, essentially, that's actually advanced game. That's actually advanced red pill. People don't even know what choosing signals are, let alone know how to recognize them. Guys just, guys who are not experienced really just, oh, there's a hot woman, and they don't even know that she's picking up on your energy. She can see you, dude. She can see that you're oogling her with your eyes and you're falling in love with her, and you haven't even known her. You haven't even said one word to her, and in 30 seconds within seeing her, you're, They used to make these cartoons like Tom and Jerry and all this bullshit, where these old school cartoons where the guy would, the woman would just be, the girl cat, the woman cat, she'd just be walking down the street, and they play this special music when she's walking down the street, and like even the flowers would like turn and googly eyes, and all these like little cartoon hearts would pop out of the flowers, and she's just walking down the street and cars wreck around her, and she's like, she's acting all aloof. She's like, I don't know, why are they doing that? This is what, there's a Jack Johnson song that it's like sexy, made up of plexi disaster, pushing and pulling, conservative rolling, unlike plastic, easier to see through, just like glass with no ring, something like this old Jack Johnson song. I remember like when I was listening to it when I was like 20, and he's like, and he says he has a line in this song, and it goes, learn to be shy and then you can sting. Learn to be shy and then you can sting. That's such a brilliant line. Jack Johnson, the singer, thank you. Salute, hats off. You came up with a great line there. Learn to be shy and then you can sting. Learn to be shy and then you can sting. This is something that I've always said. Women are subtle. They get their power in subtlety, right? So how can she sting if she's shy? Because she's shy and she's acting unassuming. She's not brash. She doesn't outwardly come across as egotistical, like, yeah, I know I'm the shit, I'm a diva, woo woo woo, because those type of girls are not attractive. But if she's subtle and she's shy, she appears submissive, she appears to be approachable. So a guy might not even understand that. He didn't even know those are false choosing signals, false attraction signals, false IOIs, false indicators of interest. She's putting out a net of subtle aura, shy aura, so that she can catch all these simp men who give her attention. This was what props up her ego. This is narcissism, right? So Red Pill 101 is, don't be in the friend zone. Don't be like that. Don't simp, right? You have to tell the man, because the woman is not going to change. However, with that said, I call out women for their bad behavior, and they don't like it. Like when they get called on the carpet. Now, are they going to change? Probably not, but at least I'm calling it out. At least I'm talking about it, right? So yes, the men need to stop simping. That's true. The women need to be called out. That's true. But the men really need to be stopped simping, because once the simping behavior stops, then the women will change. Then they'll have no more narcissistic supply, right? They'll have no more egotistical validation supply when you take that away from them, and they're like, hey, what gives? I know I'm a hot girl. Where's all the attention? Because men have waken up. Hey, you're not giving me anything. It doesn't benefit me at all to simp after you, or to chase after you, or put you on a pedestal. And I think guys are waking up to this in general, but there's still a lot of this going on. It needs to stop because it doesn't do anything for men in general. In fact, it hurts men in general because women are like, oh, men are, they think we're at the bottom of their heels. They think we're all just dogs in their purse, you know. They think we're all just little lap dogs running after them. Yes, dear. Oh, honey, yeah. What can I buy for you? Can I buy you drinks? Can I buy you dinner? Can I pay for your vacations? Can I do this? Can I do that? Right? So bottom line, you know, take the pussy off the pedestal. This is bottom line, Red Pill 101, page 1, chapter 1. Take the pussy off the pedestal. Do not be in the friend zone. If she does not sleep with you on the first date, be gone. That's it. Now, to my Christians out there, you guys got a whole different ball game going on because you can't fornicate, you can't sleep with the woman, and you know that's my background, so I understand that. You know, I've dipped into both camps to my own detriment. There are consequences for sex. There are consequences for you know, promiscuity. So don't take that and run and you know, and act like I'm telling you to go have sex. That's not necessarily what I'm saying. I'm saying that do not be in the friend zone. Again, if she doesn't want to get physical, particularly in today's day and age, with women today, they're having sex on the first date, period. That's what it is. If she's not having sex with you right away, then you're in the friend zone and she's not really interested in you and you're not going to get anywhere. And that's sad. It's sad that we're like that. I wish it was different. I wish we were like in the 1950s and the 1940s and 60s, whatever, when people were courting and people were getting married, like, and they were working on their marriages, and there wasn't divorce. And, you know, the divorce came in the 1970s, 1960s, 1970s. That's when divorce came, because of second wave feminism and no fault divorce and all this bullshit, right? It would be much better if people actually worked on their relationships, but that's not the day and age we live in. So again, if you're in the friend zone, dude, or excuse me, if you're not having sex with her on the first day or whatever, if she's not at least kissing you and getting physical, then you're in the friend zone, buddy. You're screwed. Really, here's the real truth. If you're a Christian, you wouldn't even hang out with a girl. You wouldn't even go on a date with a girl if you guys weren't interested in long-term marriage. I mean, that's what you guys are there for. So really, you know, for me to say, you guys should be having sex on the first date is really not for Christians, because Christians know that, of course, that goes without saying, you're not having sex on the first date. Like, but if you're hanging out with her and you're, you know, spending time with her like that, as a Christian, you know damn well that this is either going to go into a relationship for marriage, or it's not going to work, and both of you are going to be honest right away and say, hey, I'm just not feeling this, or whatever, or you're going to say, yeah, I'm interested in this for a second time or a second date or whatever, but you know, both of you know deep down that this is for marriage, right? But when I say if she's not having sex with you on the first date, I'm not talking to Christians, because it's not for you. But I'm talking to the simps. I'm talking to the white knights. Now, what the amazing Lucas, the point that he made about Derrick Jaxn was, guys like that are wolves in sheep's clothing. And there are guys like that. They're white knights, and there are simps out there who believe that by telling women what they want to hear, it will dismantle them into a narcissistic state, and they're easier to have sex with, right? This is what Derrick Jaxn, and Derrick Jaxn is just a profiteer. Derrick Jaxn is just telling women what they want to hear so that he can get paid off of their, you know, he's got books out so he can get paid off of their narcissism, right? All his books, all the things he talks about, I mean, huge phony, man. I mean, absolute exposure. If you didn't realize this guy was a phony, I realized that guy was a phony like 7 years ago. I think he first came out like at least 10 years ago. I realized that guy was a phony when I first saw him, like 2013, 2014. I just laughed it off. You know, people used to share his videos on Facebook, girls and shit. I just laughed it off, and this guy's a freaking phony, and it's obvious. It just took a long time for him to get exposed and get caught. That's all. And he probably got rich in the process. They probably bought his books, and he probably got all kinds of money through YouTube monetization, and now he's got a nice house, and he's got his wife, and he's been cheating on the side. Now he got exposed. And he's probably going to keep doing what he's doing, because fake people attract fake people. I mean, it is what it is. He's going to continue to tell women what they want to hear. It's just now he lost a lot of his core fan base, because maybe a lot of them were really duped, and they really did believe, oh, here's this 10 out of 10 hot guy who's got a body like a stripper, and he's super nice white knight. Where's this guy? You know, why isn't this guy out here? Because those guys like that don't exist, because that's not how men are. Men are not going to validate your very existence and worship the ground you walk on and put you on a pedestal. It's all a lie. He's not even like that. He's saying that to make money. Men are not like that, and you shouldn't expect men to be like that. You shouldn't expect men to put you on a pedestal. If you do, that's your ego and you're wrong. And yeah, I think we need to call women out. Now, a guy I was having a discussion with made the argument, well, women aren't going to change. And I kind of agree with him. I kind of said, yeah, you're probably right. Women aren't going to change. It's the men who are going to change. But with that said, I think we need to call everybody out. Everybody needs to be called on the carpet. It's just what will happen what probably will happen is women won't change and they'll attack you. But if you speak the truth enough and we call women out enough, eventually, it's like a roach. When you shine a light on it, it's going to scurry off into the darkness. It's not going to be so mainstream. I've always advocated for being honest and upfront with women and telling the truth. And I think we should. Do I believe they're going to change? A lot of them won't. Maybe some of them will. But women need to call women out. And I've seen it. I've seen women call other women out. I've seen it. I've seen women say, "Yeah, screw that bad behavior." Da da da. So we need to call it. We need to call everyone out, but particularly we need to call these white knights out. These simps, these enablers, these Derrick Jaxn type people. They need to be called out for simping and lying to women, because that's really what they're doing. They're lying to their ego. They're lying to that narcissistic side of women in order for women to really ruin themselves, so they can. So they'll get laid, so they'll reap the benefits of the woman, crashing and burning, because that's how you ruin a child. That's how you ruin somebody. Is you tell them, you put them on a pedestal, and you tell them their shit doesn't stink, and you tell them they're so amazing, and then they feel like, well, I got to get out of jail free card because I'm pretty and I'm amazing and I can do whatever I want. And even the court system is sexist, and the pussy pass, it gives women free passes for the same crimes. That they don't do jail time for the same crimes that men do big numbers for, football numbers, right? So, man, we need the truth. We need the red pill more and more. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Appreciate you guys listening. It's been Jay Lee, Northwest Podcast. Peace.